Honestly speaking, I literally miss such these moments. See, it's funny that I don't know how we live, how we choose to live our lives. That we tend to think that there's always an ultimate life that eventually we are going to start living, forgetting that we are actually living. And it's simple yet at the same time conundrum to be manifested and executed. Because it's simplicity, the mind can't take it. It's very simple when I tell you that for you to have a good life, just live. Just try as much as possible to live in the present. It's simple as that, yet it's as hard and intricate, complicated at the same time. But why so? Why is it so hard but yet so simple at the same time? And here's the thing, I'll tell you why. There's a famous philosopher, Frank Kafka. Frank Kafka talked about if life is literally hard, so don't lie yourself. So the only way you can have a good life is to choose to do the hard things, then eventually have a easy life. But that has no presuppositions. What I'm trying to say here. There's no any form of an elegance, but it's good I bring it up because it is a subset by itself. That if you choose the path that is less taken by most people, and here's the thing, majority of people will avoid facing what they are supposed to face, what they know that it is crucial and is very pivotal that I'm supposed to undergo certain form of transition so that I can transit. But they choose not to. They choose the easy way out. It's utterly preposterous because deep down they know it's just but a fucking illusion. There's nothing the easy way out. There's no way you're going to escape what you're supposed to do currently. There's this modern psychiatrist. The guy is called Jordan Peterson. He actually is a clinical psychiatrist. He talks about a very prominent concept here. The concept of the heavier you take on responsibilities to your life, it has a direct correlation to the type of life you're going to have. You see, all the people that we admire, or rather all the people that can be defined in a way as successful, trust me, now they had those people by all means carry the heaviest load compared to the people who are around them. Reason being is because for you to actually become valuable in the society, it's all started by first the inaugural thing. You have to be aware of yourself, of what exactly you are. Then by there, you start by taking care. You start by living a life that you actually taking care of that person's life that you actually living in. Funny enough, we live in our own lives, but we actually forget to give altruism to literally ourselves. We give it to others. We show some sort of caring, compassionate to others being. We want the best for others, yet we live a very predicament. Life full of proclivities, voluntaries, dispositions that lead to something that can be defined of a miserable life. We don't take care of ourselves. We eat whatever the fuck we want to eat. We live on the edge, forgetting that this is the only life that we have. It's very quite a sad thing. But here's the thing. When you start by caring for yourself, by showing compassionate and literally giving yourself the attention that you need, oftenly we don't. And how so? It's a very disturbing thing, because, and this is where I bring the guy, the Jordan Peterson, the clinical psychiatrist, talk about there's no way in life that you're going to have a state of life where you always be happy. The life that we think that we are chasing, so that we start to live, we actually live in our life. So the fact that we are living our life, it starts by there are certain subtle thoughts that beckons you, and they are subtle because they're very specific and detailed to an individual. They are not unified thoughts. They are not collective, mutual incentives. These are things that you yourself are only bothered by. And here's the thing, and it's where the eureka moment is. That is what is meant to happen. That is exactly what was meant to happen, or rather, that is, if you answer to them, or rather, if you put attention to them, whatever manifests is exactly what you are supposed to have in this life, or rather, that is the ideal truth life of yourself. And eventually we want to have a truthful life, a life full of meaning, not just for ourselves, but it serves a greater spectrum, more so like the society. And all these are only possible if you start to pay attention to yourself. You see, everything. And I love the way Buddhism is one religion that actually makes sense, because it's talk about that we are all interconnectedness. From the simplicity, you find the intricate of everything. That you are it, and the only you can realize that if you give yourself, if you seize any form of distraction and external pulsation, more so like external hedonistic calculus, impulsivity, pulsation, attributing to some sort of pulsation, short-term pulsation, transient pulsation into your life, all just to, and it's more of a narcissistic thing, because how dare you that you only want the thing that serves you right now, forgetting about the others. If you see you're behaving like a 2 years, you have more so like a mentality of a 2-year being, because it's only a child at their developmental stage. They lack the virtue of patience, they lack the virtue of accommodating other being. They just want what's theirs at that specific time. Some good light. It's funny because these are the exactly moment that are priceless, because when you're literally at the stage of your life that the only thing that is valuable, it is you yourself, and it is a fortune if you realize that you're everything. You're more like a blank book, but the action, it's you to create what kind of a book that you want to have. You see, like a book, like, where are my books? I always have books here. You see, like if you take, damn, such a book, this book is only defined based on what it has been written upon. Simple as that. You don't need hundreds of lecturers to understand that simple concept, and it applies to everything. And this is why, okay, the modern psychology and philosophy and wisdom, it talks about the laws of attraction, but from archaic wisdom, it's just that you're everything. And the moment you realize this, there's something that is going to unfold into your life. One is that you'll understand that you can become anything. It's just a matter of you being in that frequency. And there's anyone that you have ever associated to be defined as successful. It's not playing at some sort of frequency. They're not different we're all indifferent in one way or another. But the way the world, but the way the society conculcate our mentality, it's utterly disturbing to realize such things. And it is not by accident. There's a reason why certain things, not even certain things, there's a reason why everything works the way they work. Yeah? Let me show you something.